Hello and good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and doing great. Today, I welcome you in my geography class, in which we'll discuss about the topic the rocks and minerals, in which we'll see what are rocks and what are minerals, what are their uses, etc. First, we'll start with the introduction. Now, you see that Earth is made up of different types of rocks as well as minerals. These rocks, over a long period of time, have changed its shape, size, or forms. And this transformation is due to the action of wind, water, pressure, as well as heat. All rock contains one or more minerals. Now, rocks and minerals are very much helpful to make things around us. It can be buildings, roads, jewelries, etc. So we can say that rocks and minerals are very much important to our day-to-day life. It also boosts our economy if your country is rich in different minerals. Now we'll be discussing about minerals, its different types, as well as the characteristic of identifying different minerals and also its importance. So a mineral is an inorganic, naturally occurring solid that has a definite chemical composition and atomic structure. Very important to note, it is an inorganic substance which is naturally occurring solid, has a definite chemical composition and specific atomic structure. So we have an example of quartz having a definite chemical formula, that is SiO2. Okay, so minerals are the compounds of elements have a specific chemical formula. Just now I told about it, that is SiO2 is for quartz. Most of the minerals have crystal forms and have defined structure. Now these minerals are also identified on the basis of some properties like resistance, color, streak, luster, cleavage, magnetism, etc. are some of the properties on the basis of these properties minerals are identified. Okay, now we'll discuss all these properties one by one. So we have four properties in this particular image. There are other more properties like magnetism based on streak. Minerals, particular minerals are identified. So first we'll start with the hardness of mineral. Now hardness of a mineral is measured in between 1 to 10. If it is 10, it is one of the hardest minerals. Like we have diamond is one of the hardest mineral. Similarly for the soft rock, if it is 1, then it is the softest rock, which is talc. Now based on lustrous properties, whether it is shiny or dull, like antimony is a mineral which has a shiny appearance, whereas bauxite is the ore of aluminum, has a dull appearance. Now based on color, now color is not the exact property for identifying a mineral, but still color also plays an important role in identifying a mineral. There can be different colors of mineral like green, orange color, okay, brown color. So different kinds of colors are there in a mineral. Now lastly, shape. Now shape is also an important property to identify a particular type of mineral. Now the shape can be regular shape, irregular shape, any kind of shape can a mineral have. So based on this shape, these minerals are identified. Now coal has a irregular shape, whereas pyrite has a regular shape. So there are different other minerals with different kinds of shapes. Now as I already discussed, that mineral is also identified based on its magnetism, based on its cleavage, streak, etc. Which means minerals may have magnetic properties. Some of the minerals may have cleavage. When you break the minerals, it forms cleavage or streak or liner shape. Hope you have understood the properties of minerals and how these properties are used to identify a particular minerals. So now we'll move on to the next topic, that is importance of minerals. Now how these minerals are important to us in our day-to-day life.
first we'll start with the first point, that is precious minerals such as diamond, gold, silver, platinum, etc. are some of the precious minerals, and they are very important for making ornaments or jewelries, etc. Apart from this, fuel minerals such as crude oil can be in the form of petroleum, uranium, etc. are used in generating of hydroelectricity, and also used in generating used as a source of energy in transport sector. Now, there are many minerals that are used as a raw material, industrial raw material like talc, which is very economic minerals. Now lastly, we have crystals of minerals such as quartz, which look very attractive and beautiful. Therefore, they are used as a decorative piece at the tourist places.
Now we'll see the different types of minerals. Now generally there are three types of minerals. The first one is rock forming minerals. The second one is economic minerals, and lastly the ore minerals, or we can say ore forming minerals. Now the rock forming minerals are those minerals which are commonly found everywhere due to their abundance in nature. Like quartz is a best example of rock forming mineral, whereas there are some minerals which are not found everywhere. They are found only at a particular place and are costly because of their rarity. Example like diamond, or maybe some minerals like uranium, etc. are these are economic minerals. Now lastly, ore minerals. Now economic minerals from which we extract metals, they are termed as ore. Okay, these minerals are called ore minerals. For example, bauxite is an ore of aluminium. So these were the types of minerals. So students, hope you have understood with the topic minerals. In the next topic we'll be discussing about rocks and its different types, as well as rock cycle, etc.
Now we'll discuss about rocks. Now rocks are the combination of minerals. When certain minerals are combined together in certain composition, they are termed as particular types of rock. We also can say that rock is an aggregate of minerals. A rock is a combination of different kinds of minerals. When this chemical composition is altered, the resulted rock may be termed as some type of rock. So this can be understood, or this relationship can be understood with the help of an example. Suppose if you want to prepare a cup of coffee or tea, we will require water, milk, sugar and coffee powder or tea leaves. So when this ingredient is mixed together in proper proportion by the following proper procedure, we obtain the final product in the form of tea or coffee. Meanwhile, for the preparation of coffee, we add coffee powder instead of tea leaves. So while other ingredients like sugar, water, milk remains the same. So this shows that if an ingredient is changed in a rock, then the type of rock will also change. Now rocks do not have any defined structure. Also, rock do not have any specific chemical formula. All the different types of rocks are identified on the basis of mineral combination, what type of mineral it contains. Based on that, the rocks are identified. So now let us discuss some of the uses of rocks, how rocks are important to us. Now rocks are used as a building material, like for construction of houses, roads, etc. Number 2, rock forms base material for formation of the soil. Therefore, soil type depends on the type of rock. For example, black cotton soil or regular soil is formed by disintegration of the black colored basalt. Okay, so this is how the soils are formed from the disintegration of rock. Thirdly, rock are used as industrial raw material, like for example limestone is used as an important raw material in cement industry. Point number 4, valuable minerals are found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. Okay, so as I already told you that rock is aggregation, or it is a combination of different types of minerals. So majority of the valuable minerals are found within the igneous and the metamorphic rock. Now we'll see different categories or the types of rocks. Number one, that is igneous rock, which is also known as primary rock. Secondly, we have sedimentary rock or secondary rocks, and thirdly, metamorphic rocks. Now about all these types of rock we'll be discussing later, but before that we'll be discussing about the rock cycle, how these three types of rocks have been formed in three different types, for what are the reason for its formation, how the forms of this rock has changed. Now all types of rocks are interlinked with each other. Rocks are transformed or changed due to denudation processes and crustal movement. So all these processes lead to the change in the form of the rock and its categories. Now you see a very hot and fluid material inside the earth, which is also termed as magma. When these magma comes out on the surface of the earth through volcanic activities, we call it as lava. So extrusive igneous rocks are formed due to solidification of the lava, while intrusive igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of magma. As igneous rocks are formed first, these rocks are also termed as primary rocks. As I already told you, igneous rocks are called primary rocks because they are formed at the earlier stage. So these igneous rocks later on get disintegrated due to various denudational processes such as weathering, mass wasting, erosion, etc. So various external agencies of erosion such as river carries this disintegrated materials in the form of river alluvium. It is ultimately deposited on the sea floor. The sedimentary rocks are formed due to the compaction or compression of the material on the sea floor by the pressure of the seawater present over it. Now due to crustal movement, sedimentary rocks are uplifted, like during the formation of the Himalayan mountain ranges. Sometimes the sedimentary rocks are moved to a greater depth. So due to excessive pressure from the top and the heat from the bottom, the structure of the sedimentary rock is also changed. Thus, sedimentary rocks are converted into metamorphic rocks. Now, metamorphose means to change. These metamorphic rocks are further uplifted to the earth's surface due to crustal movement. If these rocks are moved towards deeper interior part of the earth, they further melt and become the part of the magma. Thus the rock cycle is completed. Hope you are clear with the topic. If you have any doubt in this particular video, you can ask me or you can leave a comment in the message box, and rest of the topic about igneous and metamorphic rock in detail will be studying in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you for watching the video.